So recently the Summer Games Fest was announced on Twitter, and with it an image of the first phase, which included the Warner Bros. Logo. And with job listings in March for an associate lighting technical artist and the lead designer of Avalanche Software recently tweeting both that their game will soon be revealed and about the Battle of Hogwarts, it can only mean one thing: the Harry Potter RPG that was leaked back in 2018 is coming, and it's coming soon. So here's everything we know so far about the game and what I personally want from the game. However, I cannot use any of the leaked footage as it gets taken down by Warner Bros., so I will have to use trailers for previous Harry Potter games. Firstly, what do I want from the story? Well, I want it to be mysterious, intriguing, magical of course. I want there to be a story that doesn't necessarily connect to the main series, or even Fantastic Beasts. Give us dark wizards we have not heard about yet. Give us something new. And well, what do we know of the story? It will be set in the 1800s. You will arrive in Hogwarts as a 5th-year student whose magic showed late, but you have a unique ability to track and identify remnants of a potent ancient power. You get to choose if you want to be a good or bad wizard, which will definitely have some effect on the story and how it will progress. And apparently a professor named Elazar Fig will be a key character and mentor to you throughout the story. Whatever the story will end up being, I'm sure it will be brilliant, and I'm incredibly excited for it. So as the game is set in the 1800s, the chances of seeing any characters we got to know through the films and books are very slim, as most have not been born yet. Although of course we can possibly meet people's ancestors, and of course the ghosts of Hogwarts, such as the Grey Lady or nearly Headless Nick. Of course, there is also the Professor Elazar Fig that I already mentioned. The most exciting thing that I'm hoping for is seeing the Black family. We know due to the Order of Phoenix that the family started in the 1800s, or at least began to take note of the family tree. So let's say your best friend being someone from the Black family, and therefore being Sirius's ancestor, would be quite a nice touch and nod to the relationship between the Potters and the Black family. What do we know of customization? Well, we have seen the trailer, which is linked below. You can fully customize your character, from hair, nose, mouth to the eyes. Possibly and hopefully wand. And here's something I wish we will get personally. With Pottermore, or now renamed WizardingWorld.com, many Harry Potter fans have their Wizarding World passports, on which we see our full Hogwarts house, wand, and Patronus. Now hear me out. What if we could connect that to the game, if we wish, and use the wand and Patronus we got ourselves in the game? It would be something small but incredibly personal. It would make you feel a little bit more as if it is you that is joining Hogwarts. Also, it would be great if the game begins in Diagon Alley, where you could buy some outfits for the game, and of course, your robes for Hogwarts. And as the game is open world, being able to go to Hogsmeade and purchasing new pieces of clothing would be amazing. We also know that you can choose between 8 various wizard types. Now, I have no idea what exactly this means. Possibly something like better with charms, or better with combat, or at using potions, we do not know yet. But I hope you can somehow combine them and create an all-round powerful wizard. Of course, as this is a video game, the gameplay is incredibly important. From what we have seen, it is a third-person open-world adventure. The combat showed us that we can have few spells selected at once, and each one is connected to a different button on the controller. This seems like something that will work, as it is in between the first few Harry Potter games and the Order of Phoenix / Half-Blood Prince gameplay, where each spell had to be made by you actually moving the analog sticks around to create the shape with your wand. Having something that is in between makes perfect sense. And of course, combat-wise, we saw that it is possible to kill enemies. In the trailer, we saw an axe flying across a room and impaling a goblin after a door was exploded by the main character. So this has to be a more mature and dark game, which I personally love. And as I just mentioned, you will be able to destroy environments, or at least pieces of it. The open world was done almost perfectly in the tie-in games of the 5th and 6th films, so this game seems to only making it even better. So what do I expect? Well, of course side quests, games, making friends, maybe even Quidditch. We know that you can have friendships in the game, so something Persona 5-like, where you go and do activities with various students and grow relationships, would be brilliant. And of course, attending classes. As a 5th-year student, I'm not sure if our character will already know the basic spells, or will we learn them in 5th year, which seems slightly odd. But learning new spells by attending classes is great, of course. We also get to explore the Forbidden Forest and come across various fantastical creatures. And one more thing I would personally love, as we get to select between 8 different classes for a wizard. It would be cool if each class would have a set of lessons they have to attend. So let's say some wizard types don't need to do herbology, but do, let's say, Muggle studies. Variation would make you want to replay the game more than once and explore everything the game has to offer. So, when will it release and when will it get announced? Well, as Summer Game Fest has currently begun, Warner Bros. Is meant to be in Phase 1, which is between May and June of 2020, so hopefully within the next few weeks. And when will it release? Well, the new consoles are meant to be released this year, possibly October or November, so I think having this game released in the launch window, which would be from October to February of 2021, would be a perfect time for it. People will be hungry for new games, and even if it's a cross-gen title, it will for sure sell millions if it launches within the release of the new consoles. And as there is no Fantastic Beasts movie this year, it would fill the lack of the Wizard World for fans. I really hope we get to finally see this game as soon as possible, and I will for sure make more videos on it in the future once we find out more. So stay tuned, subscribe, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. See you next time.